Alrighty, boys and girls, I'm out here with Kyle. We're in our new lease for the year here in Central Illinois. We got a couple guys from the team and a couple other hunters that we know, friends of ours that are going to be hunting this property. See, the farmer's actually baling hay today, but we got some trail cameras out. We got to check, but then we're also going to set up some stands today. So it could be worse. It's not too hot today, but yeah, we're gonna see if we can find some good spots and hopefully get some bucks and does down this year. All right, guys, like I said, we're on our new lease. We got Kyle's doing all the work for me, really, but he's putting all the stand up. We found this tree right here. We're gonna go ahead and set up. The farmer, so he just recently bought this not too long ago. So he came out here and did a whole bunch of work with the bulldozer. He cleared out. I mean, it looks almost night and day difference from what it was when we were out here about a month ago. So we're gonna set this ladder stand up. Set it right here. We think this spot's going to be a good spot for a north wind and an east wind, which, you know, north wind we get pretty common, but east wind is kind of rare. But I like to have always in each of my properties at least one stand we can hunt on an east wind, just because, you know, especially if it's the rut. And yeah, east wind's not the greatest, but if it's the rut, you want to be out there, you need a stand. So we're going to set this up. I'm going to stop watching Kyle do all the work and actually do some and get this stand up. As you can see behind me, Kyle's climbing up this stand. This is our second stand location for this property. So we got the neighbor's property, I don't know, maybe 50 yards behind us. We can see your deer coming up from the neighbors into this field. We have this super big culvert right behind us. I mean, it's deep. It's 50 feet deep, probably just go straight down. Definitely 30 or 40 feet. And you just tell the deer aren't using it. So we're hoping our wind will be coming from the south here, so blowing north. It'll go right into this culvert and our scent will stay in that culvert. That's what we're hoping for anyway. Like it is right now. Right now it'd be a perfect wind. These deer come up, probably from our right. They might come from our left across to there's more alfalfa field to our left. But they might come from that way. But we think they're probably gonna come from the right, feed out, hopefully get a good bow shot. Kyle's hanging, we got this ladder stand hung now, and he's hanging up a hang-on as well. The hang-on's mainly so a shooter can go into it if they so choose, just to get a little bit different angle, but also we can have a cameraman as well. So what's nice about Kyle and I set up is we both have mobile setups that we can bring out here. So as long as we plan ahead, depending on what stand we hunt, if we need to bring the saddle or the Novix or something like that, we can. Somebody else can film. So that's pretty nice. Yeah, so we're gonna get this stand hung, set up some cameras, probably hang at least one more. And there's an old stand out here. We don't know what we're gonna do with that yet. We don't know if we're just gonna cut it down or if we're actually going to rehang it essentially and sturdy it up. Well, we'll wait and see.
It's like I need to notice this one, and as I say, I probably won't even bow hunt this. That I want an auction.
But here's the thing, I think if your trail cam is showing bow activity on this trail, you could bow hunt it though. You know what I mean? So that's where, yeah, I would agree with you. Mainly a gun spot, but this is a backup bow spot, I would say. If this camera starts going off and you know, hey, a big one's coming in late October,
yeah,
every day right here, why not, you know?
Yeah.
So you'd be dumb not to.
Yeah, because they are for sure coming this way, and I think what they're doing is they're coming up here, through here, and I think this, see what you're saying, is actually spot on, because I've got a lot of
get some cover.
Yeah. Shotgun. Now here's the other option.
Yeah.
For most of the season, I want our Ash to have his best season ever. So with the tripod being up there, as I said, if he's hunting this stand, I can just be a watch. Alright, so first mission done. Riding the red coat here, thin blue line outdoors with Cody Johnson. We are in our last 11 days. A little bit late putting these tree stands up, I think, but we're so well covered. I'll show you the view here in a minute, but we're so well covered up here. I think we should be okay. The other thing is, this is just going to be a backup tree stand for shotgun season. maybe just even a spot. We know deer come from this way. You know, we've got our main tree stand right behind us over there, probably about 80 to 100 yards. So this will be fantastic as like a spotting tree. Could be good for bow as well. We've had deer and turkey right in front of this tree stand, but again, more for shotgun season. But here's the view, what we've got so far. Got a great little opening there. All of this in front. On the ladder. So we've got this in front. This is a problem, this branch, so I'll get rid of that. And then obviously once I stand up, I'll show you this. You know, we've got a view of the corn straight ahead. It's hard to see with this branch in the way, like, but cornfield right there. Once all these leaves die, obviously we'll have views of this cornfield coming from this way as well. So as I say, just a backup stand. If it's going to be used, it's going to be used for shotgun. But other than that, backup stand, watch stand, and depending on what we get on the camera and the patterns we develop now over the next month or so, could be a bow stand too. But this is us guys, we're out here, we're working. Appreciate Boom's help as always, but quite easy.
Yeah, no, I wish every stand hung that quick.
Yeah,
that easy.
You know, I hunted out of this a couple of years ago. This is a real tree single man stand, and I said to Boom before we even put it up, it's one of my favourite stands ever. This, I think it's dead easy to put up. It's super light, you can do it as a one-man job, and I thought it was super comfortable. You know, I've sat hours in this tree stand, and I was comfy the whole time. So yeah, I like it.
Deal on it too, didn't you?
Got a really good deal. I don't know what it was.
I feel like it was like $100 or less when you told me.
$100 or less. I think it was on sale. I think Jesse actually found it maybe at a Walmart or something. But yeah, so next time I come, it's going to be opening day of season. Well, it's going to be the day after actually. Me plan, hunt October 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Obviously I'm not going to be in this stand, but I will bring a saw, and before I leave, my mission is to just clean this up a little bit so it's ready for shotgun season as a second option. So alright folks, let's keep moving. We're going to keep going. We've only got 11 more days. We've got to get it on, and hopefully we can get a little small game hunting before we go. I'll see you soon. No sweat, no faint. No sweat, no faint, baby.
Alright, hey everyone, it's mid to late September right now. You would have just saw us, me and Kyle, working on our lease property, getting that property. That was in mid to late July. Like I said, it is September. We are 11 days away right now from October 1st, opening day of deer season here in Illinois. Super excited. We're here in Mercer County. We're here on Ryan and Jesse's property. They always hunt. We had some really good luck last year, opening day, and they had some luck later on. Sorry about the wind. I know it's pretty windy right now. Pretty cool day. Wouldn't mind this day if it's this cool on October 1st. But we just set up the last stand that we wanted to on this trip. We got the old tripod stand that Ryan and Jesse both had success out of back on closer in Fulton County years ago. But we just set this up. Ryan's liking it so far. I'm gonna hand this to him in a little bit so you can get some view up there. But yeah, October 1st is coming. Can't wait. Super excited. We're gonna have some cool content coming your way.
All right. So, quickest day of prep work, and it was planned and designed to be this way. The majority of the work got done throughout the summer, towards the end of the summer. Today was the final prep day. We had 2 more stands, 2 backup stands in mind. We got the first one up, which I showed you before. This one, as Boom said, tripods. We had it for a few years now, and we originally got it on the Lease property that we were hunting in Mercer County. I wanted this in this location again, more as a spot and more for shotgun. The 2 stands that we put up, if they get used this year, it's going to be for shotgun, probably shotgun only, and that's if they get used at all. But I'm just going to give you a quick view. We're overlooking a bean field. Got some nice cover with some overhangs. Again, the leaves should be down, but we've got really great views all around us. Let's see if I remember how to work this tripod. Spin it round. can spin it round. Got all trails, we've got beds right behind us as well, going into the woods, the forest, and what we call the cow hill. We get a lot of dogs and deer coming up this way, walking the edge of the cornfield. The thing I like about this is that I'll be able to see the entire bean field, especially in shotgun. Once the leaves are down, I'll be able to see all this. And one of our main stands is right through there. So if I do see anything coming, it's too far from me, I'll be able to communicate with our Ash. If he's hunting in his stand, I'll be able to communicate via radios. We've got some radios with earpieces this year. So again, I think it might be a good spotting stand, just early season, just see the movements. You know, a lot of time we're going to have to put in some work just to see the movement, see which way the deer are coming. Usually they come from left to right and go into basically the property where we hunt. So excited. This is the last two things that I had on my list that I really wanted to do. I'll put a camera up somewhere in this area and then we'll be done for the day. 2 hours of work and then we're done. 11 days we'll be out in the woods, in these very woods, hoping to lay the smack down.
Hey everyone, it's Cody Johnson, Thin Blue Line Outdoors. I'm here with Ryan the Redcoat. Today is September 19th. I'm putting this on the YouTube channel September 22nd, so you should see it already. Be watching it now. We are 11 days from deer season right now, and we are super excited. Yeah. We accomplished a few things here in Mercer County where Ryan and Jesse get a hunt. I'll go ahead and let you take over from there.
And just had a discussion there. You know, it's not a property that I own. It's a property that I've been gracefully and very grateful to be let hunt on. Small property, but we get big results from it. Just been saying there, I probably do too much work and some of the stuff that I do on the land in terms of the weed whacking, you know, creating trails up to the tree stands, you know, probably don't need to do all that. But when you get that bug, that outdoor bug, it really takes over. And, you know, I don't think it hurts the hunts. You know, we've seen success where we've seen deer come up them trails. I don't know if it was because the trails were there or not, whatever, but path of least resistance. But anything that I can do, or anything that you can do to be outside in the woods, I'm going to recommend it every single day of the week. You know, the beauty from what I can say, and I can honestly say this, we see results from the work that we put in pre-season. Again, I don't put food plots down because it's not my property. I have done seed in the past in small batches, which probably didn't make any difference whatsoever. But again, it's just the idea and the thought of being out and putting work in and working the land itself, just getting prepared in every single way, shape and form that I can for deer season. Cody said 11 days. I'm going to be back here in 11 days and 10 hours. Yeah. I'm going to get here on opening night. I'll get some rest on the Sunday night, and then I'll officially be out in 12 days. My plan is to hunt 3 days, the 2nd, 3rd and 4th of October. I've got 2 sites in mind, pruned and primed them 2 specifically today, and I'm going to focus on them 2, depending on what I see on the cameras. And the patterns that I start seeing from now till then is probably going to make my final decision come my first day. And what did you say about the patterns?
So a lot of times is if you know you watch like Jeff Sturgis or any of these whitetail experts, a lot of times there's a shift between summer pattern. They start going to a little bit more fall pattern September 15th.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
But then there's another shift around that October 1st period, because like beans right now, they might be green right now, or they're starting to turn yellow. Like my beans are starting to turn yellow. They like the green beans, so they start turning yellow. They start moving to a different food source. But then when they go back to brown and they're completely out, they might go back to, because then they're eating the actual grains, not just the leaf. So speaking of what Ryan said, here's what we have coming for the rest of the month of September and going into October. Okay, so this video is coming out on the 22nd, like I told you. The next week after, some of the videos we have coming. Number 1, we have an early season goose hunt with myself and Cooper Elam, who's a new team member. We did have success. You guys will be able to see that. Real excited to show you that. And number 2, you've been getting hints about it if you've been watching the channel. Kyle Orr going back up to Canada to see if he could get a bear down, and it was a good hunt for Kyle. So can't wait for you to
Kyle,
see that.
mate, we're happy for you.
Can't wait for you to see that. Again, Ryan's going to be out first part of October. Nate and I are going to be hunting opening day. Hopefully we have some success, so you guys will be seeing that. We're bringing back the hunting grind segment. I'll have more coming for that coming there soon.
Keep your ears out for that one.
We're already
Keep your
partnering
ears
up
out.
some good companies. Really excited about that. We're going to be talking about that. Again, super excited for this deer season. Can't wait to see what happens. And again, just super excited.
Yeah. And don't forget, guys, share your success stories with us. Share your failures with us. You've seen plenty of ours. So we're excited. We're happy. We can't wait. It can't come quick enough. Big things coming to the channel this year. It's a really big year for us in the Thin Blue Line Outdoors. So we're hoping to bring you a lot of action this year, and we're very, very optimistic that we can do it.
Thanks, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. Be safe out there.